Hey guys, and welcome to Plan B, a channel where all we do is show you awesome places in the world where you can move in and start living the life that you want now. If you enjoyed this video, then please give a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. And with that being said, to the video. The cost of living and surviving in different countries has increased over the years, and it varies from country to country. Every country has its cost of living, but some will burn a hole in your pocket. The Atlantic tax haven of Bermuda is among the most expensive nations on Earth. The tiny nation of Luxembourg also has a very high purchasing power. Paying for amenities like water, gas for your vehicle, housing, clothing, power, and groceries can shoot up the cost of living for residents, making it a struggle for many individuals and families to make a living. In some countries, the inflation level is at highest in recent years, driving up the cost of living for their residents. If you are thinking of relocating, then this is the right video for you, as we check out the 10 most expensive countries to live in 2022. You might be shocked to find out just how expensive some of the countries are. Before we continue, kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel to be notified when new videos are posted. Number 1. Switzerland. Perhaps coming as no surprise, Switzerland is one of the most expensive countries to live in. This is due to superior wages and high living standards in the country from the high prices of food, beverages, hotels, housing, restaurants, clothing, even health insurance, and pretty much everything you need. While Switzerland is expensive for its residents, for people coming from abroad, high costs here are the ultimate culture shock. So if you're planning to move to this country, you'll need to have a good budget. Rents are consistently high across the country and there's no way to avoid this, and even if you have your house, you will be taxed. Despite all these, Switzerland is home to one of the best standards of living in the world, so maybe it is worth it after all. Number 2. Bermuda. Although Bermuda is one of the most affluent countries, its cost of living is notoriously high. The Atlantic Ocean tax haven of Bermuda ranks among the most expensive nations on Earth, with the country's capital Hamilton also one of the most expensive individual cities on the planet. When you consider the beaches and turquoise water that Bermuda has to offer, it's easy to understand why someone would want to live on the island. But unfortunately, island countries are often among the places that are expensive to live in, and this is because their economies depend on tourism. From feeding to transportation and rent, it is not ideal for a low budget. If you don't earn about $160,000 on average, then you should not be thinking about living in Bermuda. The overall cost of living is about 3 times more expensive than the USA. Number 3. Iceland. If you have been considering relocating to Iceland, you are not alone. This Nordic island country has been a popular destination for millennial travel bloggers and nature lovers in recent years. Iceland's cost of living is, however, high. Interestingly, it isn't due to housing, it's due to its location. The island country is geographically isolated, and as such, it is more expensive to import products, leading to an increase in the price of various items. The country also has tight regulations when it comes to importing foreign goods, which adds up to the costs. Taxes are also relatively high, and this further increases the price of products and food. Although the cost of living is high, it is one of the happiest countries in the world. Number 4. Norway. Norway is another expensive country that has always ranked higher in the list of most expensive countries in the world. The high cost of living is due to its value-added tax system, which is at a rate of 25%. This pushes up the expense of their everyday cost. Food is very costly, and so is eating out with food having a tax rate of 15%. Things such as staple foods, taxi fares are sometimes double what you would expect to pay in the rest of Europe. You should expect to spend about $2,000 to $5,000 per month to live in Norway. Norway's capital city of Oslo also has some of the most expensive rent prices in the world. A one-bedroom studio apartment in this city is estimated to cost around $1,193 a month. Number 5. Luxembourg. Luxembourg boasts a wealth of nature, art, history, and culture. Although it's a small country, it is a powerhouse of economics and politics. Despite all this, we must not deny the fact that it is a very expensive country to live in. The cost of housing, food, and clothing all add up to the expenses. The tiny nation of Luxembourg has a very high purchasing power. The cost of living here is more expensive than in 85% of cities around the world. A single person will live on an estimated $1,077 per month excluding rent. The cost of living is so high that some of the people prefer to do their weekly shopping across the border, as everything from milk to beef to beer is considerably cheaper in France than in Luxembourg. Number 6. Denmark. Life in Denmark is attractive, but it's certainly not for those wanting to live on the cheap. It is known for its high standard of living, calm environments, enticing mix, and a great work-life balance. In Denmark, eating out, petrol, and other utilities are pricey. It's even more if you are with kids as they take up most of the bills. Luckily, salaries are also high and help to balance out the high cost of goods and services. Copenhagen, Denmark's capital, is one of the most expensive cities in the world. A rough estimate of your monthly living would amount to $850 to $1,000 monthly, and about $1,400 in Copenhagen. One certain thing, however, is that if you as a foreigner living in Denmark, you would enjoy high quality life. Number 7. The Bahamas. As with Bermuda, the luxury of living on an island comes at a price. The majority of goods have to be imported, and all these items are taxed. When they arrive and clear customs, they send the price of everyday groceries skyrocketing. The Bahamas are so popular that the Bahamian government levies almost no taxes on citizens and residents to attract more foreigners in their capital. On the other hand, basic utilities are quite expensive, and you'll have to pay around $250 per month on water, electricity, garbage disposal, among others. As the standard of living in the Bahamas is quite high, real estate in the country also tends to be on the more expensive side of average. Reasonable prices can still be found, depending on the type and location of housing you choose. Number 8. Singapore. It should be no news anymore that the cost of living in Singapore is high. It's one of the world's most expensive city-states. From escalating rent prices to some of the most expensive private education in the world, Singapore offers an incredible lifestyle for those who can afford it. A single person's average expenses per month is around $600 excluding rent. Renting a private apartment in desirable areas such as the East Coast, River Valley, or Chinatown can cost anything from $600 to $1,300 a month. Singapore's land is a prized commodity. As a result of growing population, the demand for the property has been increasing, but the supply is limited, causing an increase in the price of properties. Number 9. Japan. Japan has a reputation for its high cost of living, especially in Tokyo. Rent tends to make up a larger percentage of the living cost in Japan. Located in the Northwest Pacific Ocean, Japan is known for its innovation and creativity and has become a hub for expats and tourists. Also popular for its tech professionals, Japan boasts a strong average salary for those that plan to live and work in the country rather than travel. A one-bedroom studio apartment in Tokyo will cost you around $1,370 a month, and daily expenses can be high as $2,500 to $2,700. The high cost of living in the country's geographical location, their culture, and its capital, Tokyo. Goods are imported daily, raising their prices. The Japanese culture also places great importance on high-quality items and services. Therefore, their goods are expected to be top grade. Number 10. Australia. With its great weather, cities, diverse natural landscapes, and relaxed lifestyles, Australia is a top pick for expats. It is necessary you know that life in Australia comes with a price tag. The country's vast expanse and remoteness makes it an expensive place to live. The majority of monthly expenses go to housing. Other expenses come from eating out, groceries, and electricity. The price of electricity increases every summer due to the need for air conditioning. Overall, the average cost of living in Australia is around $1,000 per month excluding rent. So, today, we've seen the 10 most expensive countries to live in the world in 2022. Let us know what caught your eyes the most in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.